So yeah, I haven't really been working on the Silksong video all that much, but we're getting a release date soon, so hopefully I'll still have a month to work on it or something.
Yeah, but didn't the trailer already come out?
What was that? Well, shit. Hello, my name is Loot. I make videos about things I find interesting, and today I want to talk to you about Silksong, and how I think you should temper your expectations about it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be excited about Silksong. After all, I'm just as excited for this game as the rest of you. I've been waiting years for the chance to play it, and I got the medals to prove it. Check it. But here's the thing. After so many years of popping pills and putting on clown makeup, I think a lot of us, myself included, have built Silksong up to be this almost legendary thing that's always out of reach. After all, the less we can have something, the more we want it. It's basic human nature. And the way I saw people discuss every single morsel of information before these recent announcements made Silksong seem almost on par with something like Half-Life 3 in its level of hype. And I think that's dangerous, for both the game itself and the players. And that's why I want to urge everyone to temper their expectations. But what do I mean? Do I think Silksong is going to be a bad game? Do I think Team Cherry is going to do a bad job of handling it? No, of course not. If anything, it's because I love Hollow Knight and Team Cherry so much that I'm making this video to begin with. So with that, let's get some context out the way. Starting out with the obvious, Hollow Knight is a damn good indie game. Hell, maybe one of the best depending on who you ask. And the fact that it was able to be created with the limited resources Team Cherry had at the time is nothing less than incredible. We can all agree on this much. Hundreds of hours of content, tight gameplay, good music, nice quests, secrets, it's a good game, alright? What can I say? You already know this. However, back in 2017 and 2018, we didn't know this. So when people played Hollow Knight for the first time and saw the sheer scale and polish this game had, it's no wonder as to why Hollow Knight blew up the way it did. It was deserved too. Now, unlike something like Undertale, Papers, Please, or Omori, where their player engagement relies heavily on their storytelling, writing, and their ability to make an emotional connection to the player, not that it makes them bad games by any means, Hollow Knight's engagement came almost exclusively from the fact that it's just a really good fucking game to play. But I'm getting off topic. What I'm trying to say is that people might expect to have the same feelings, if not something stronger, they got from when they first played Hollow Knight from Silksong, especially with how long the game has taken to come out. But here's the thing. Hollow Knight had the benefit of surprise. Most of us didn't know who Team Cherry even was before Hollow Knight, and nobody was expecting it to be this amazing game that would inspire many other Metroidvanias and even help others find their identity as it did with Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps. And although it hasn't been explicitly said by the developers of Ori, it's hard to deny that its harder focus on combat from The Blind Forest wasn't influenced somewhat by Hollow Knight's success. And I hate to use this word to describe Hollow Knight because I feel like it's just a buzzword people toss around to describe it, but I have to admit, yes, Hollow Knight was in fact revolutionary. It helped shape the indie scene to what it is today, and I can't deny that. Helped greatly by the element of surprise and the fact that people really didn't know what to expect from it. Silksong though. Silksong doesn't get that luxury. I mean, how can it? The hype is insane, everyone's eyes are on it, and some people are treating it like it's going to be the holy grail of gaming or something. For example, take a snippet from this video titled Why Silksong Can't Afford to Be Bad.
And millions of pixels brought together into a work of interactive art. And all of it is a risk from a single failed release. One mistake, one compromise in the wrong place, and years of work could turn to disappointment.
But why? Why does it have to be a disappointment if they just mess up with one little detail? It's thinking like this I'm trying to warn against. Especially the following part.
That's why Silksong is more than a sequel. It's a game the entire industry watches like a rare natural event. Something that happens once in a decade. It's a test. Can lightning strike twice? Can the magic of the first Hollow Knight be reborn? Because if it succeeds, it will once again raise the bar for indie games. It will define what Metroidvanias can be for the next 10 years. A new gold standard for the genre.
And that's the problem I'm trying to address. When you expect the game to be perfect, to be life-changing, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, no matter how good the game actually is. I mean, think about it. If Silksong comes out and it's just a really good Metroidvania with great art, tight combat, and beautiful music, that should be a win, right? I mean, that should be more than enough. But for some people, it might not be. Because these people might have built up Silksong to be this mythical, generation-defining game in their minds that it could never hope to be. And those same people will walk away from Silksong thinking something like, I thought it would be more. Especially those that didn't even play Hollow Knight to begin with. Now, hold on, I'm not trying to gatekeep Silksong. Far from it, I think it's wonderful this many people are excited for the game I'm also excited for. And who cares if they've never played Hollow Knight? They're still allowed to be excited and they're still allowed to play the game. But because a lot of the internet has placed Silksong on this pedestal of, like, legendary status, a lot of people that are going to be playing it don't have Hollow Knight as a frame of reference. They might expect Silksong to be something much more than it might turn out to be and leave disappointed. And honestly, I don't think that's fair. Not fair to the game developers, not fair to Team Cherry, and not fair to the game itself. Hollow Knight earned a lot of its status because nobody saw it coming. Silksong, on the other hand, has been standing on a pedestal for years before we even touched it, so how can it live up to the hype? However, I know not everyone expects Silksong to be this holy grail of gaming I keep describing, but with the way the internet has been handling it, especially with the most recent announcements, it's hard to deny that at least a sizable portion of people do hold some of these unrealistic expectations from it. But let me be clear. I do think Silksong is going to be a great game. Team Cherry have already proven what they're capable of. And from what little I've seen, it's clear they've poured a lot of heart, creativity, and polish into this game. I don't doubt for a second that it's going to be worth the wait. But great doesn't have to mean revolutionary. It doesn't have to outshine Hollow Knight in every single way, or completely redefine the game genre all over again. I mean, how can it possibly do that? It can't. And holding views like this video here will only hurt your enjoyment of the game in the long run. Now this is very important. I am not telling you not to be excited. Far from it. I'm just telling you to know what to expect. If Silksong launches and it's a fun, beautiful, challenging adventure that stands on its own 2 feet, then that's a success. That's more than enough, and that is a win. I want those that are overhyping the game to understand that Silksong being just a great game is already more than enough. And realistically, I think that's what we're gonna get. Just a great game. And that's perfectly okay. But that's just my take, and since I'm nothing more than a bored person making videos that aren't even that good, may I add, I decided to consult an expert on this topic and get their opinion on it. So who better to ask than the face of the Silksong hype train themselves? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Aura, also known as the legend behind the daily Silksong news channel. Oh, and by the way, Aura, if you're watching this, thank you so much for taking the interview. It really means a lot to me. Hey man, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Oh man, thanks for taking my call, by the way. It means a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Could you introduce yourself real quickly?
Alright, so I'm Aura. Since about 2021, I've been hosting the daily Silksong news channel. Every day, for over 1,600 days straight, I've uploaded a video to the channel and telling people whether or not there have been news or not.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, it's just impressive when you say it out loud.
And I'm gonna do that until Silksong comes out, which hopefully will be this year.
Do you think you're gonna like disintegrate when it actually does come out?
I will fulfill my purpose. I will leave this planet.
Alright, let's get started with the questions. So now you're a busy guy. Do you think the fact that Team Cherry have been so reserved with what they share about Silksong that it has unironically created more hype than it would have had they been more traditional about it, i.e. normally spaced out trailers and information?
That's kind of hard. I might be completely wrong about this because it's not like most other games. Most other games and their communities are like, oh shit, this comes out. That's really cool. But with Silksong, like people already loved Hollow Knight so much, and they have big expectations for Silksong that not giving people news, it kind of just makes them more desperate for it. And the fact that outside of the community, the Silksong community is very famous or infamous for not getting anything for so much time, that's kind of what we became known for. It's like a feedback loop that it's kind of like a meme that we're not getting anything. Mm-hmm. And I think it just generates in a way more excitement when we get this a tiny sliver of anything.
Yeah, like with the 1 second of the Xbox showcase thing.
Yeah, 0.2 seconds.
It was 0.2.
I didn't even bother to report it on the channel. That was so nothing. 0.2 seconds of an extended footage that we already saw. It's nothing.
I hate the fact that the industry is playing into it. They know people want it, so they tease us with it, like with the Deadpool trailer and with the Xbox 0.2 seconds. I hate that the industry is playing into it. It's like they're almost making fun of us.
I think people got mad about it for no reason. I thought it was funny.
Really? Okay.
When I saw this, I thought it was like kind of funny. That's like this teasing.
Okay, yeah, that's
like it's just funny, I think.
All right, here comes the hardest question and the mainstay of the video. Do you think Silksong is overhyped, underhyped, or just right?
I'm kind of like between just right and overhyped, despite what I just said before. The reason for that is because when you look at everything, at how beloved Hollow Knight was, and like the Team Cherry, like intentionally or unintentionally drip feeding us with news, it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in like a weird limbo state of being just as hyped as you'd expect, and at the same time, like overhyped. It might lead to, I'm already like seeing the next question. It might lead to people like having too much expectations from Silksong.
Yeah, you can see the next question, which is what I'm going to actually ask now. Do you think Silksong will live up to the community's expectations?
So I'm kind of speaking as a fan of Silksong and Hollow Knight. I saw that trailer in 2019, the minute it came out, and I was like, oh, it looks ready. And I would have never imagined, like, comparing the first trailer to like nowadays footage, it looks really so much more refined and higher quality, and I did not expect it to look that good. I don't really know like what the community's expectations are, but if you ask me as a fan, it's like exceeding my expectations.
Okay. No, yeah, I mean the trailers did look pretty good recently. What do you think about someone that's anticipating Silksong that didn't play Hollow Knight? Like someone that is going to play Silksong for the hype without touching Hollow Knight. Do you think it will fulfill their expectations?
Honestly, I didn't really think that those people really existed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It just never occurred to me like somebody is waiting for a sequel just because it's hyped.
That happens all the time. For example, I have a lot of, well, two friends, but their characteristics aren't exactly uncommon. That because of the hype behind Hades 2, they bought straight into the sequel. And when I asked them if they played Hades 1, they just said no, and they just went straight into Hades 2. And that's perfectly valid. Just how there's my friend that did that. I'm sure there will be plenty of people that buy straight into Silksong 2 without touching Hollow Knight.
I've been influenced by hype. Like I see like my friends like gushing about like upcoming games or stuff they really love. Let's say, for example, when Elden Ring came out, or a little before that, people were like hyped as fuck, right? And at the time, I wasn't really like, I never played a FromSoft game before, but when I saw like how excited all my friends on Discord and the internet were about Elden Ring, I was like starting to get curious. So
Affected with the hype.
Yeah.
Funny tangent. It's an example of what I'm telling you, but it's a funny tangent. I went onto the Night Rain server to find a team to play with, and there was this one guy. This one guy who was playing Night Rain, and he sucked at it. But but as we were trying to teach him the ropes, like, so have you played any Souls-like games before, or is this your first one? Night Rain being his first one. And he was like, well, I played Oblivion.
Buddy.
So just like those people exist.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he bought into the Night Rain hype and not Elden Ring. But
yeah, that's kind of surprising, because games can be like a commitment. Like not only they cost money, they take like time to sit down and like play and shit. So yeah, that's kind of surprising.
All right, and this is probably the one where this is the one that matters the most. What advice or comment would you give the community as a whole with this whole situation?
It's hard to respond to that. If you expect Silksong to be like perfect, like beyond even what you can even imagine, absolutely built to perfection, don't do that. Silksong, like, it will probably be great. It's gonna be like fun. You might even replay it a few times, but like don't expect it to be GTA 6 Deluxe Plus Edition.
I would like to once again thank Aura for taking the time out of their day to answer my questions. And while we didn't agree on everything, I think our final advice for the community is pretty similar, and it's what I'm going to end this brief video PSA on. Silksong is only a few days away now, and when it releases, it will most definitely be a great game. Not perfect, but great. And I think that's good enough. Despite all the hype, all the silence, all the years of copium and clown makeup, I think expecting anything more than just a really good game is a bit of a fool's errand. So, my advice? Be excited, God knows I am, but also temper your expectations a bit. Let Silksong be what it is instead of what you decided it has to be. Because if you go in expecting the greatest game ever made, you'll probably walk away disappointed. But if you go into Silksong just expecting a great game and nothing else, I think you'll walk away pretty satisfied. And really, isn't that what matters the most? If you made it this far into the video, thank you for lending me your time. I hope you got some enjoyment out of my ranting. Also, keep your eyes peeled for August 29th's daily Silksong news. Big moves happening there for me. Other than that, take care and have a wonderful day.